performances in a game like this?
We all just try to play tough tonight, try to put ourselves aside and just play for the team. We really wanted this win tonight, but I think that our fans can see that we really tried to compete and get that win. We'll continue to move forward in conference and build on what we did tonight.
Ryan brought up you guys were missing a lot of assignments in the first half defensively. Did you feel like that kind of got shored up in the second half, or is it still something you feel like needs a little bit of work?
I think it's something we can always improve on, especially executing late in the game. But I do think we did a better job executing, but just got to keep, if you take a play off, it finds you. So.
What went so right in that fourth quarter that maybe didn't go as right in maybe the second quarter, the third quarter? What clicked in that fourth quarter that allowed you guys to come back?
We were allowing them one shot and out, so we were getting rebounds, and that allowed us to put some points on the board and take away their points. But I think we were just consistent, just continuously telling each other to be tough, and that's what worked for us. Wish we could have pulled that one out.
Boise's, perennially one of the top teams in the conference. For you guys to put up this kind of fight, even when you didn't play your best game in the first half, what does that say about how good you guys can be and kind of the potential that's in this team?
This team definitely has a lot of potential, a lot of players that are working hard and want to win, so we just got to keep working at it, and we'll start finishing the games. So.
Coach kept you in late even though you had 4 fouls. What does that say about his confidence in you kind of knowing the situation and being able to avoid that 5th foul?
I think it comes to a point just you got to play smart and still play aggressive, but just play smart and do your job. And if he trusts me to do that, then I know I can do it. So.
With about a minute left, you pulled up instead of driving. Was that due to those 4 fouls, or did you just feel like
that was in my mind an offensive foul, but honestly, I should have taken that one to the rim. But that's one of the things just to execute. I didn't do my job, I don't think, on that play. So.
Seems like you guys were pretty much begging Jay Fitz for shooting from the outside. Was that the game plan, coming in, let her shoot if she wants? She had penetrated a lot of the time, got those buckets towards the rim, but didn't do well shooting. Was that the game plan, coming in, let her shoot?
Well, they have shooters top to bottom, so it's kind of just pick your poison, and we stuck with the game plan. We want to give her the opportunity to put up some shots, and we were going to live with whatever it was, and then we were just going to come down and play our game.
And losing Laura early and then recently losing Tori, with those defensive, problems that you guys had in the first half, how much is that chemistry, or how much is that just, you guys just straight up missing assignments? Where would you weigh that?
I think everybody has pretty good chemistry, and obviously we've got some young players that are still learning, and I'd say it's more just missing assignments, We've got a good team chemistry, and everybody knew the game plan, so it's just if one person takes play off, then it's going to unfold that way. But
you guys have a really tough game coming up against Tennessee. What's your guys' game plan going into that? What do you guys think you're going to need to improve on to, try and get a result against a really strong team?
Yeah, our coaches have been doing film, putting together a scout for us. We'll look at that tomorrow at practice, and we'll buy into the game plan. We'll go to Tennessee and give it our best effort and be as tough as we can.
That last shot there from Andy, was that catch and shoot? Obviously, one play where you don't have much time. Was there a reason that they decided to go with you or Megan? You guys are both shooting really well tonight. Was it just drawn up for you specifically for a reason?
Coach just drew it up. Megan can hit that pass and see if I can hit that 3. But it was just drawn up. Thanks.
Yeah, our kids fought their tails off. Just really proud of the effort. In the fight by our basketball team. We Boise's great. Boise just has talent everywhere. They're difficult to guard, and you've got to pick your poison. And I thought the second half, a lot of that late third quarter, end of the fourth, executed the defensive plan really, really well. And then made some shots. But, I've said this a lot here lately. We are a good basketball team, but we have to start winning these close games.
Was there any change at halftime, or was it just executing the original?
Yeah, I think what we're asking them to do is totally backwards, with how we practice normally, our normal principles, I would say. So it was there were some difficulties out there assignment-wise, but all we did was just play cleaner defensively and didn't make the same defensive errors that we did as far as letting Lufer, letting Hodgins or McGuire, although they made a couple late, but just executed better. And then offensively, they switch a lot of screens and that sort of thing. So it was, I think we did a better job in our motion. Got some threes for Jamie. Annie got to her spot a little bit, had some decent passing, but they're a good basketball team. They make it difficult. I think we made it difficult on them. But at the end of the day, we came to win this game, and we didn't do it.
It's such a small thing, but how much of a difference did it make not allowing those offensive boards compared to the first half to the second half? I mean, how huge is something so? The little things, right? I mean, the detailed things are just so crucial in winning close games. My junior college coach always told me this. He always said 75% of all games are going to be won and lost by 5 points or less. He always said it's a Harvard study, which was probably a lie, but it's so true. When you get two good teams out there, it's going to be a close game. And so those little things, like you give them a couple extra possessions and they convert a three, or they get a putback foul. That could be the difference. And it doesn't matter if it happens in the first 3 minutes of the game or the last three. It's equally as important. But we cleaned that up the second half. We rebounded really well the second half. So our kids do make adjustments well. They do fight. They do put themselves in position. This team has a ton of potential, but that doesn't win you games. We're anxious to get healthy and put a really good squad out there and let this team, cut them loose a little bit, because there's a good team out there. You saw Megan take that huge spill in the first quarter right after the game started, and then you see Annie have to deal with 4 fouls from about 5 minutes on. What can you say about their performance in the game?
Yeah,
They were huge.
good leadership. That was good leadership tonight. I think they showed some toughness. It was going to be a physical game, and Megan did take a hard fall. I mean, my first thought was, we can't lose another one. And then Annie playing with 4, which Lee is a really good a good backup. And but I liked Annie and Megan's leadership the most tonight. They played hard and made some big plays.
You said it multiple times. Boise is a good team, and favorites, it seems like, in the Mountain West. How much of a litmus test can a game like this be, and how close do you guys feel like you are to a team like Boise?
Well, I hope they're in the locker room feeling like, we should have won the game. And, that's what winners think. We should have, not, we were close. That's not how winners think. We're thinking we should have won that basketball game. And so if that, which they are the best team in the league, they've won 31 out of their last 33 league games. I think our kids should believe that we can beat that team and play on the same floor with them.
What can we expect from you? You keep talking about getting healthy and getting those other leaders back. How important is that going to be to becoming a contender this season?
Yeah,
You guys aren't out yet. You guys are still.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, holy cow. What is it? December what? What's the day today? I mean, holy cow. I mean, yeah, it's still a long season. There are a lot of basketball games and so a long conference season in front of us yet. The Mountain West Conference tournaments in front of us. So I think it's important that we do get healthy. And when we do get healthy, it's going to take a while for those kids to get back in shape. You can't be out that long. But I'm proud of the squad that we have out there. But this team they need that win. They need to really start believing. And the only way to do it is to get some W's. And but it is what it is. Okay.
You said most games 5 points or less. You guys haven't come, on top in those yet. But once you start to come out on top, does it feel like it'll kind of be a snowball?
I hope so. You hope you start winning some of those games. You just got to get some belief. We keep putting ourselves in these situations, and we're learning from every one of them. And but we've had teams here before that won all those games, won all those close games, but they're also very, very experienced. Boise put 6 seniors out there tonight that they know how to close out a game, and that's what Lufer did. That's what Hodgins did. They closed that baby out.
That last shot when you went to Annie. That last shot when you went to Annie, was that the reason you drew up for Annie and not Megan, even though they're both performed really well tonight?
Yeah, it's all about kind of matchup sometimes with their. I mean, they're going to switch a lot, and so it's like who can get the best separation, and so you kind of it's who's guarding who a little bit, and so and quite honestly, Annie's a good 3-point shooter for us, and we just felt she could get that off. Their guards are pretty quick and they're pretty smart, and Annie she gave it a good attempt, but just a little short.